What's going on, guys? Checking in at the beginning of day 5. Like I said in yesterday's update, I had some things to take care of earlier today. It is 12:30 and I'm about to grab lunch and then we're going to get into it. I stopped at Home Depot and Best Buy at the same time while I was out. So I got fresh blades, I got some Bondo. In the past I've said I'm not going to Bondo over my front bumper and I didn't care that it was cracked. You know what? I'm sick of it. That crack is getting patched up with Bondo, just smoothed over because the plastic welding that I did was not the greatest and it's a little bit rough. So instead of having that show through the wrap, I'm just going to Bondo it. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to look better. There's no reason for my car to look like crap, even though it is going to be temporary and I will get a new bumper eventually. So we got that. I got a new heat gun, which I don't even know if you can see. There you go. I got a new heat gun. I had one from Harbor Freight. It died on like day 1 or day 2. Thankfully, my grandparents had a heat gun and they came in clutch. The heat gun is like 20 to 30 years old. No joke. I remember them using it to strip down doors when I was like 5 years old. So they had that in the attic way, and fortunately that has been what's working for me. So whenever you see my videos, you'll see me switch heat guns. That's why. I got this one from Wagner. It's like 30 bucks. Looks awesome. And this one I could actually stand up, which is freaking sweet because I could hold the vinyl over there when I'm doing smaller pieces like my door handles and whatnot. I also stopped at Best Buy, got 2 new GoPro batteries because I have these cheap batteries, right? Because I'm all about being cheap and cost effective. But these I picked up on eBay years ago. I typically buy some cheap batteries as backups whenever I get a new camera. But with me filming nonstop like I have been, I've just been shooting time-lapse photos, but the batteries are actually swelling up and they don't hold a charge anymore. So the one battery that I have is a authentic GoPro battery. Stopped at the store, picked up 2 more GoPro batteries, and I picked up a couple memory cards because I had one for my Sony that got corrupted, which really sucks. I'm going to order more on Amazon eventually, but I got those to hold me over. And I also got some Subway, which I'm going to tear into. So today, the game plan is to patch up the front bumper with some Bondo. Then I'm probably going to knock out my rear wing, knock out a lot of the small stuff like door handles, vent covers, and whatnot. And then this car's basically done. Then I just have to put everything back together. Oh, rear bumper. We're starting that. I did say that yesterday. We're starting with the rear bumper. That's getting knocked out. But after I get those 3 things done and the little stuff that I just mentioned, this car's basically done. I will, at the end of this process, not only show you everything that I did, but I'll also give you my thoughts on what worked for me, what didn't work, tips, tricks that maybe you could use that will help you if you ever decide to wrap your car. So I don't want this intro to be too long, but I'm excited. We're going to crush today. Yesterday was the most productive day that I've had yet. Today, I am looking to better that, even though I have a late start. So I'll check in with you guys later and show you how far we got. All right, guys, 2 quick things that I wanted to say before I forget. Number 1, I have been reading my Instagram comments and the YouTube comments. I see you guys commenting. I just have not had time to respond. I will respond once I have time. I want to say that I appreciate everybody commenting and giving your support and your wishes of good luck. I do read all those comments. I just have not had a chance to reply to them. Number 2, and the reason that I am outside, is I patched my bumper. So can you see that? There you go. Okay. So I plastic welded it before. I was holding off on doing Bondo. I just didn't want to spend the extra few bucks for the Bondo. I don't know, because I'm a cheap ass, I guess. I gave in this morning and I went and got Bondo. So that is Bondoed. It just needs to dry. I just washed it. So now that ugly crack that was there is going to be gone, and it's going to be far less noticeable than with plastic welding by itself. I figured if my car is going to look as good as it is, I think it's going to look great. But if it's going to look that good, why cheap out and not do Bondo? Let's do it right. Let's do it once. So even though this bumper is going to be replaced eventually, I put down some Bondo so that it looks better. So that's all I have right now. I'm about to lay the rear bumper. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Kind of a slow start today, but I did want to show you that bumper and explain that I do read your comments and say that I appreciate that, because I do. And I know that I'm going to forget if I don't put this in right now. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later and I'll show you how far I got. All right, guys, I am closing out this video. I am done for today. It is about 11 p.m. Started late. I got here around like 1 or so. Started late, ended late, but I still got a decent amount done. Like I mentioned earlier, I went ahead and bondoed the front bumper, so I fixed that up. I think I took some shots of that today. I haven't wrapped it yet, but that is ready to go. I wrapped my hood scoop, which kicked my ass. It's right here, and it's freaking ugly. I will rewrap that at some point. The plan that I had in my head didn't end up working, probably because I didn't lay the vinyl like I really should have, and a couple other things. So I'm sure whenever I go to rewrap that, that will turn out a lot better. I got a bunch of small stuff done. Gas door, fog light covers, the little trim pieces for my spoiler, for my roof vane, couple things like that. Front bumper needs done. Side skirts need done. I prepped those, so those are ready to go. And the rear wing, which I'm kind of excited about. Little nervous, but excited. I think I have a plan to wrap that so it doesn't look like total crap, but we'll see. And the rear bumper got done today. So it's hard to see in here, but I put the black insert that is now vinyl. Before it was Plastidip and it sucked. So I kept that theme. It's going to look so sick once I mount my rear diffuser again. I'm really excited to see this car out on the road in the sunlight because this color is awesome. I had a couple people comment, and I've mentioned this. I see your comments on Instagram and YouTube. I just haven't had a chance to get back to you guys. I've seen a couple comments that it's a baby blue. If I had to describe it, it doesn't show up the same on camera, whether it's a photo or video, but it's really not a baby blue. It's more like a grabber blue, kind of like between hyper blue and grabber blue, if I had to describe it. If you guys are at any of the meets that I happen to be at, like Cars and Coffee, or any of the like Steel City Finest is coming up, anything like that, feel free to look at the car. Feel free to check out my wrap job and see how much it sucks. Feel free to ask me any questions. But if you see me out in public or whatever, feel free to look at it, ask me questions. But with that being said, I'm going to close out this video right here, right now, because I am tired. I'll be back here tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.